She's the entrepreneur's entrepreneur, Miss Lexia Crawford.
Thank you, Charlotte. I'm glad to be here with you.
It's so great to see you again.
See you as well.
I'm giving him a pause.
You have tears here?
Don't cry.
I'm not crying. I'm excited.
Okay.
So Lexia was here, has been my friend for a while, and we have, in the last year, this year, just a few months this year, have both been stepping up our game, so to speak, right? Developing. We're growing in all kinds of ways. So I want to, I know when I said you're the entrepreneur's entrepreneur, I believe that. You have a knack and a gift and many opportunities for people in the DFW area, especially to grow their entrepreneurial mindset, right?
Absolutely.
So I want you to tell us about Suite 101, which is your event center right in Fort Worth, and let's start with that.
Absolutely. So Suite 101, thank you, Charlotte, for that gracious introduction. Suite 101 is our attempt to give entrepreneurs in the local DFW area a place, a safe place to not only develop their businesses, but actually present their business ideas, to hold classes, training, whatever they need to do to get the word out about their business. We help them develop those processes and those events, whether it be a small mixer, if it's a class, if it's a seminar, if it's an end of the year banquet, whatever it is, we will help you produce and plan that event from beginning to end. If you need hosting assistance, if you need food, if you need a DJ, if you need an MC, we have a network of people that will come together and help make that happen. I myself, as you mentioned, am passionate about developing entrepreneurs in the community from ages 12, 15, all the way up through our seasoned entrepreneurs who have a business that they just haven't quite gotten off of the ground and really got it going because they're afraid to get up and speak and talk and share about their business, whether they need to get out and network, whatever it is they need to do. I help groom them and get them ready and going in that direction. So they get over some of those fears, get over a lot of that anxiety that we all suffer from, and start to build that confidence in themselves within in order to go out and really start promoting and growing and developing those great business ideas that we all have, but we're just hesitant and just get distracted by life. With the help of, our mentor, Benson, I've been able to get past some of my own anxieties and fears and hesitations and really get going this year with developing our business in order for me to do that for some other people, especially my young entrepreneurs.
Your business is LexiaCrawford.com.
Correct. That is my
That's
main
your
brand.
Main brand, an umbrella.
Yep.
And the main focus of that right now is your event center,
Absolutely.
the Suite 101.
Right.
And from that, you have so many different services.
That is correct.
And you mentioned Vincent. I'm going to say Vincent Agbatorgo, who's been my guest here before, is our mentor, our business mentor. He's one of the wisest people I've ever met. And he's got some systems for entrepreneurs as well that really hone it down to simplify to having systems. And his message is consistent profit for entrepreneurs.
Absolutely, which is tough.
And most of us don't have consistent profit. It's very inconsistent, if at all.
Definitely. For whatever reason, as entrepreneurs, we naturally get distracted by life and things and all of the obstacles that being an entrepreneur bring. And one of my biggest issues was, like you mentioned, Charlotte, we have 5 different company services that we offer. Photography, videography, branding of any sort, whatever your business is, we can help you develop online content, videography, photography. Also, I help a lot of local young creative entrepreneurs really get out of their head and figure out what their natural gifts and talents are in order to then build a business structure and then add their gifts and talents on top of that to to really develop a business brand and really take care of themselves. We've got some kids in this program that are already running thriving businesses, and they are functioning in the community. They are out networking, they are sharing, they are motivating their peers. I mean, that's probably one of the things I'm most proud of this year is what we've been able to do with our kids in one-on-one prep, which is another one of our brands on LexiaCrawford.com.
101 Prep is for the young entrepreneurs that you're running across, and the ages of that.
We start ideally around 15, 16 years old because we think that their minds are mature enough to really handle the information we're trying to pour into them. We also put them in real life situations with other more seasoned entrepreneurs through our mixers and different events that we host, so that they get those experiences in real time to really realize what it is to be an entrepreneur.
I met you you were there. I just showed up at a little mixer, and you had one of your mentees with you, and I was so impressed and how well she was able to carry herself. And another, can we give the live example of your 16-year-old that has changed your
oh my goodness.
Yeah, this gentleman.
That would be Mr. Kendall Locke of Katie's Social House. So this kid is probably one of our greatest success stories. Kendall came to us already with a business mind. He had already started his business, and all we've been able to help him just kind of add to it, develop some additional services, expand his network. But this kid is so amazing that I say that I've mentored him, but he, of course, in turn has ended up mentoring me. I've learned so much from this kid, and we've both been able to grow our brands, feeding off of one another. If he hears about a networking event, he invites me vice versa. We are ending up showing up at some of the same events together. And we've been able to just really collab and share our networks to grow both of our businesses. And it's just been a phenomenal process to not only be a part of, just to kind of stand back and watch and realize that if you're open to it, everything will come to you that you need for your business, but be open to it. So this is a kid who's 16 years old, and I was open to what he had to say to me and what he thought about our businesses and some of the changes and shifts that he suggested. I took them on, implemented them, and they have made huge differences in our business.
Well, can we mention this specifically? I mean, he helped you clean out your MailChimp or set up your MailChimp, so to speak, and that's a mail system, like Constant Contact or something like that. But how many leads did he hone in that you already had?
Like most business owners, we go to all these entrepreneur events, we collect all these cards, and what do we do when we get home? We might put them in a system, we might not, but I had a box of cards that I had collected for years, and Kendall suggested that we sit down one day, meet for a few hours, and let's really get organized. And he created the MailChimp account for me, collected all those cards, put them all in there, and he basically handpicked the cards that he thought the people I should contact immediately. I did that, and within a matter of a couple of days, I had 10 leads out of it. So it's just those little bitty things, but I mean, these are leads that I have been sitting on for probably at least a couple of years.
You said little bitty, but that is not little bitty.
That is not
There's
little bitty at all.
Anybody I know that doesn't have boatloads of cards.
Absolutely.
And I'm really considering reaching out to him. I mean, I
would definitely
much
suggest
of that, and it's time to get it.
Katie's Social House, he is dynamic.
How do you spell that?
Katie's Social House, SOCIL House. It's KD together, and then socialhouse.com.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So I'm really I like that we can help
definitely
each other and others.
And he's 16. You would be helping build a 16-year-old in the community, and that's really the goal. Is I'm getting this now at in my mid-40s. If we could get some of our young kids, 15, 16 years old, to really get this mindset at an early age, these kids will be dynamic by the time they're in their 40s. I wish I had someone to teach and share and develop me in this manner at 15, 16 years old. Because one, I would have picked a college degree based on what it was I really wanted to do, like the opposite of what most of us do, because I would have known myself much better at an earlier age. Therefore, I would have made better choices for myself at an earlier age. I would have selected a business that lined up more with my own natural gifts and talents at a much earlier age. These are all things that take some of us years to develop and years to figure out, because there's no one really leading and guiding us. And so that's what 101 Prep is really intended to do.
How do they find you? How do they find 101 Prep?
LexiaCrawford.com, 101prep.org. But if you go to LexiaCrawford.com, every service that I'm mentioning is listed under there.
I'm going to spell Lexia because
Please.
Lexia Crawford, CRAWFORD.com. And Lexia is a beautiful name, but it's not a natural.
You are correct.
Yeah, so it's natural to you, but not natural to everyone else.
Spell my name. Yeah, LexiaCrawford.com, but they are all out there. Suite 101, 101 Prep, the J. Crawford Agency is our branding entity, as well as Bits and Pieces Boutique. You remember, I came here the first time to style you from my boutique, and it ended up turning into a full-on interview. And so I still have that brand. That's, when I talk about natural gifts and talents, that's my natural gift. That's my talent, is designing and styling, and I love it. But in that, I have built several other brands based on that one business. And so it's the empire has definitely evolved over the last couple of years.
Well, I'm going to have to take a quick break here, Lexia, and I can't wait to come back in just a moment. And the Charla A Show with Lexia Crawford will be right back after these messages.
Okay.